Leading up to the Tahoe 200, I heard so much about the Powerline section that it was difficult, technical, hard. So I was actually excited to run it, and when I got there, I decided I would film the descent. It was dark when I went up it, so I was only able to film the descent, but I have it basically start to finish. And so if you're running the Tahoe 200 or just running the Tahoe Rim Trail, this will give you an idea what you're in for. And due to a knee issue, I wasn't able to run for about a month leading up to the race. So I did a shuffle. I did the best I could descending it, but it put a lot of strain on my knee. So I was a little slow going down it. But it was a fun. It was a blast. It was challenging. And yeah, grab some popcorn, grab your protein bar, and enjoy the run. Okay, there's the Powerline. There's Lake Tahoe. And holy crap, it's like getting on a big roller coaster or waterfall. I just don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to take you for a ride, because I've never seen anybody film this whole thing going down. This is going to be a disaster, or it's going to be just epic. But my knee doesn't work, because I got to protect it. So we're going to do the poles and the sideway approach. Ooh. Oh. We're gonna try and stay on our feet. And there's a guy who's gonna capture all my worst mistakes. Dang. I'm surprised I didn't have nightmares about this at the aid stations trying to do a nap. Oh, it's so sketchy. There's nothing holding together. Alright. Somebody's gonna finally see the video of this entire descent, not just one or two little pieces. Hey, thanks for being out here. I wish I had bigger lugs just for this section. Oh, I can't believe I climbed this thing. I hope this is getting on camera. Haven't fallen yet. Pretty close though. Doing the whole sideways approach, and it's working. Look at this entire bottleneck of rock. It's all ready to go. Just one rock is holding it all together. Yeah, this I think it's sagebrush. I don't know what it is. But it gets a hold of your poles and it doesn't let go. See, I can't get it out. Okay. Reminder, I am 30 miles from the finish. This is not the time and place to be stupid. Woo-wee. Think we're done? Not even close, bud. I mean, if you can put your pole in and it starts giving, that's a bad sign. Okay, you can't even see the trail because it's so tight with bushes. So I'm just going backwards and sideways, and it's working pretty well so far. Because if I go forward, I can use the poles to stop me, and then whatever I slide, if I go backwards, I'm going to hit the bushes, I'm going to land on rocks, or if I face forward, I could probably fall backwards and hit these rocks really hard with my butt, my back. So now the key here is just find anything that has stability, which is not that. I do remember climbing over those roots there last night, using them as steps. Alright, we're going this way. But I mean, if you slid down that, you go right into this. And then you're just hoping that it catches you, which it will, because it's so thick. So I'm just going to keep going sideways. I could probably just make a video of just this descent. I might just do that. Whoa. Gotta get back to sideways. I'm getting a lot of good traction with these Sauconys. These are the Exodus. I think they're 4.5 lugs. But man, if I had like the Solomon, like cross ones with their 5-inch lugs, this hill would stand no chance. But you really don't need those lugs on a dusty, dry trail any other time. But there's a flag. I'm just following this flag right here. And I don't know what's recording, what's not. And hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna push this up a little bit. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna hope for the best here. Turn that up just a little bit. Angle it up. There we go. We're gonna do a... Alright. Part 2. So the first part's really hard. It's steep and everything just gives out on you. Let's see, this lake section is looking pretty good. This is getting better. Oh, we haven't even gotten to the good stuff. We have to go down to the actual power building that the power company has. You descend straight down, which I think is right in front of us. You descend straight down, and I will be on my butt going down that thing. Because when I went up it, my poles were right on my chest. Not the whole time, but it's like 15% minimum grade. 17 to 19 most of the time. And there were a couple stretches of 22s and 26. And those are the ones when you're basically just upright. So if you slip going down, you're going. Because you're pointing straight down the hill with nothing to stop you. Oh, look how dusty. Woo! Look how dry and dusty it is. So this one I'm going to slide down it. There we go. Yep, I knew I'd slide. Yeah, I don't want to slide into that stump there, the tree. These pine cones are awesome. They're so big. Doesn't it suck to make a wrong turn and you're in this crap? And the sun is finally over here, so it warmed up really fast. So I need to shed this long sleeve. It's been so chilly all morning. Not cold, just enough to make you want gloves and a long sleeve. There was a couple times where I almost pulled up my jacket, but it was just short-lived. So glad I get to do this during the day. I came up this at night. Last night, or it was actually in the morning. It was right before sunrise. It was about 5 o'clock or something. Ugh, that just looks painful. Whew. Yeah, I can still see a flag right down there. Like it just goes on and on and on. If you're sleep deprived and you came down here, that's a recipe for disaster. And I was to that point twice during this race where I was in a bad place, and I was also, the second time I was not sure what I was seeing, hearing. I mean, I was hearing music and seeing a projector screen off to the side of the trail. It was like, I think it was real because I took a photo. I'll have to check, see, maybe I just imagined that I took a photo. But I was having some trouble, and I was tired this morning, so I took a nap at the Brockway before I came here, and right now I am so happy I did, so I was sharp for this guy. So I'm just taking my time, and this isn't too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot looser and harder to get down. Whoa. But every once in a while I slip. completely shot quads, and all my weight is on them. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but I mean, you can just see my quads just all flexed out, and they're holding my entire body, and they're also protecting my knee, because if my foot goes too far back, wait, this one? Yeah, there's the flags. See, this is where you get, it's so thick. But if my foot goes too far back towards my butt, then it like really strains my knee, and I have to wait for it to, the pain to go away, and then I can start walking, and then I can slowly get back to running. And so a hill like this is why I couldn't really run very well for this race, because all these hard descents were just tweaking my knee, and we were in the snow. Like a couple of times my foot just slid back under me, and I tweaked my knee, and there was a couple of times where I had to just wait for like a couple minutes to stand off of the side of the trail. Oh, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. All right. If you can name all the movies I quoted while I was coming down, you could say a big blue bonus sticker, or maybe one of those golden stars or something. All right. So that was most of it. All right. Third part is going through this brush and trying to find the trail, and then we're gonna go, I think, up there, and then when we get to the other side, I think that's the straight down section, and that is the one that I'm scared of. That first part, that's nothing. That's child's play. That section over there, I went up it at night, and I was already worried about going down it, because it looked really loose and sketchy, and man, this just, you get your foot caught on these little boulders. Like, there's no room to get through here. You wouldn't know a trail was here. Could we bring out some hedge trimmers, please? I guess I'm going this way. I see a flag, but that's not our flag. I hope I'm going the right way. Let's check the trusty watch. Yeah, it says go that way. If something gets in your way, turn. Another movie quote. Whoa. All right. Let's go up that, over the hill, see what happens. Alright, somewhere over here, I think this is going to be the big descent. I could be wrong. Again, it was dark, and I've only been here once. But I just remember coming up out of this and just be like, holy moly. So, let's see what we have. Okay, there's the flags. So I'm in the right spot. And going on to the next section. Man, I just don't remember it being this long. It kind of felt like a short climb. But we're back into the thick of things, literally. Just a zigzagging. Whoa. Can't believe that guy was up there taking photos. Like, he had to climb this to get there. There's no other way. I think he could have descended, but then he would have had to walk like miles, and his car was never on the road. So he climbed this to take these photos. That's dedication. Can't wait to see the race photos as I'm descending this. This isn't so bad. We're not even to the drop. There's a spot that goes just straight down, and this is easy. So the beginning is really hard, and the end, I guess, is really hard. The middle is not so bad. Let's see where we're at on my watch. Yeah, it has us doing like a little bit, and then there's a straight down. The map function on my Coros Vertex, that's like a main, like, that's gotta be one of my favorite things during a trail race, is seeing the descents, seeing the climbs, being able to prepare for them, knowing how close you are to a big drop, or if you need to refuel before you start climbing so your hands are free. All right, that is it. That's the drop off. So I'm gonna get mentally ready. It's got to be the drop off. I mean, I know I'm really close to it because my watch said so. All right. Nope, it's still farther up. Whoa. Should have taken my long sleeve off before I descended. Fun fact, the shirt I have underneath this is my shirt, shirt from the UTMB. And I thought this climb or descent would rival the one that I did UTMB. I think it was France. Mile 90, 85, 83, 85, somewhere in there. It was a 22, 25% grade, straight up, stair-stepping boulders. Switchbacks are about 5 feet wide. You just go up, turn, up, turn. It took me, I think, 47 minutes to go 1 mile, and I stopped every 3 or 4 climbs to catch my breath and then tackle the next one. This is pretty hard. Especially if you just hit a rock the wrong way. Going down hasn't been as bad as I thought it'd be. But going up was pretty hard. Just got your heart rate going. I think my max heart rate on my watch is 185 so far. Yeah, we're not even to the steep drop off yet. Like, this is all anticlimactic. I'm at mile 170 something. I can't speak, do math, and the sun is really hot. I'm gonna shed the shirt so bad, but I gotta take my pack off. Yeah, look at it. That's pretty steep. But again, we still gotta go farther. Anybody seen the flags? Jeez. Whoa. Tricky to snag. Whoa. This would be the lowest section. You can see where people's feet have slid down the hill and they all went sideways down it. Smart thinking. You can just get every single lug on the trail. Don't just use your heels. That boulder came out during somebody's fall. There's a flag, yay. That's where somebody slid on their butt. They fell. You can see it. And they slid all the way down to here and probably caught themselves. Nope, I think they slid all the way down here. I think they went on purpose. They called me quite the detective. Yep, and then they stopped here. I wonder if this is the first full Powerline video. I've seen parts or sections, like, the really bad ones, but I've never seen it start to finish. It would have been nice to see what all the fuss is about. So much weight on my quads. I'm not sure if I'm going to film this whole thing or not, because it is so much longer than what I remember. Definitely one of the harder climbs of the race. I just keep having this worry that I missed a turn and I'd have to climb out of this. Ooh, I remember this guy. Ooh. It's almost like if you can't see the trail, you're going the right way because of all the bush. I mean, you can see the turn here, but then you can't see anything after that. And then you come around the corner, and now you can see it, but you can't see the rest of it. And you go around this corner, and now there's some more. So you have no idea how much more you have to go, other than just there's a power pole. Oh, I do see a house way over there. So, getting there. Ooh, and it went from being hot in the sun to tropical and cool with a little stream crossing. Oh, I remember the stream crossings, yes, that's right. See, it felt like we did two climbs. We did the steep climb, and then we walked through some flats, and then we'd add another climb. Like it was two different Powerline sections, but it's all just one big Powerline. So, cut through the. You're a big guy. Wow, that is a big tree. Would that be like a redwood or a sequoia? I like the ones that are by the state capitol in the park outside. They have magnificent trees there, just kind of samples, not even old. All right. Cruise to this little section. For some reason, my legs feel pretty good right now. But coming up the access road to get to this descent was really hard. I could barely run. Especially some of the steeper descents. It was just so much strain on my quads and my knee. But there's a pole. We're getting closer. Yeah, okay, now I can see it. You gotta really look sharp. But yeah, there's like, it keeps going, and then all of a sudden it's just like straight off the edge. So I had to look at my watch there, see the map. Because that's what I'm saying, you know it's coming, but you can't really see it. But your watch kind of gives you a clue, but it still isn't like, you can't really zoom in and be like, it is 0.1 miles away. It is point whatever kilometers for you Canadians. I asked somebody how far it was to the next aid station, and they were like, what was he? He said 6.4 kilometers, like we're on the trail. And I was like, what? Like, okay, thanks. I had to convert in my head. I'm like, well, 5K is 3.1, a 10K is, yeah. All right, I'm gonna run through this little section because I can. Oh, I would love to do this with fresh legs or even decent legs. There's all the flags. And then every time I think it's right around the corner, it's not. And then it's right around the corner, it's not. But this is the section I wanted to film. Because, how old are you? You get that on camera? With 35 millimeter? I was using a Polaroid. I did a bunch of still shots. I made a flip book out of it. Yeah, a Polaroid's a camera, by the way. We give you instant photos. You don't have to take it anywhere to get developed. I have one still. Alright, let's start. I want to go down this thing so much now. I've been anticipating it. See, where'd the trail go? Where'd the trail go? Come on, guys. I mean, it's called a lopper. You just come out, snap a few branches. Ooh, that's getting steep. Okay, you can see the road, and when you come out of Village Green, you go through a neighborhood over here somewhere, or up, I say, you go up, and then you come down the road, and there's a power plant right here. And at night, it's like you feel like you're in the whole wrong place. So you're like, why are we running around a street? So this is it. All right. Okay. Wish me luck. I'm almost positive this is the steep one. It just gets steeper and steeper, and I hope I'm right, because it sure makes for a bad director when you're towing the... Whoa! I was in the limbo pose right there. I don't know if you could see that. My back was almost like Keanu Reeves' Matrix. Jeez, I could just spend all day quoting movies as I descend this. Oh, God. Yeah, see, there's a power plant. You ever see somebody rappel down the side of a mountain? And they, they rappel like SWAT teams rappel off the side of a wall or a building? That's what this feels like. I feel like I need to have a rope around my waist, and I'm just kind of descending just the same way. Same concept. There's voices down here. Yeah. I don't know if you can see how steep this really is, but like wow. Hello, rock. Some sections aren't bad, like this one. You can kind of go down, no big deal, and then just it's straight down for just a split second, and that's where you gotta be careful. So I'm looking at this in the dark. I'm like, where am I going? But you can't. You have to fight your way through the bushes up here. But like right here, you can just see it. There's nothing. So you put your foot on there and you just slip right off of it. So at night, your headlamp's trying to catch all these smoothed out sections, and oh, so thankful I'm coming through this in the day. I hope this helps somebody who does the Tahoe 200 or the Tahoe Rim Trail, or just wants to come out here and see how fast they can climb this, because I would love to see the fastest known time. That would be a cool challenge. Oh, this is so much better than it was last night. Last night I was like, I felt my feet were just going out from under me the whole time. And you kind of have this choose your adventure thing. You go up this way or you go this way. And I think I was picking the wrong way every time. Yeah, I met two guys from Vancouver, and one had gotten nauseous and like was sitting right there. It was bad timing because it made it look like he got nauseous thinking about this climb. But I think it was something he ate at the aid station. So I give him a gin, sent him on his way. Hey, that wasn't so bad. That's not so bad. That's a Rocky quote, in case you don't know. There's a power plant, and we're done. Yeah. Yeah, that's Powerline. Hope you enjoyed that video. That was something. So, yeah, next time you want to test your climbing skills or your descending skills, go try that guy. Hey, I'm filming. Alright, now to get to Village Green, I just have to go down this road and zigzag through some neighborhoods, run down a street for about 2 miles. This is probably one of the most boring sections, at least at night. We ran through it at 1 or 2 in the morning. No, we ran through it at like 4 in the morning, 4:30. Nobody was out, super boring. Alright, yeah, Powerline.